So before we move to our gathering spot, I do want us to reflect upon what we had discussed yesterday as well as the other time that I was in here. And for that, I'm going to go over to your cafe board. So you just stay right there, yep, and just turn your body with me. Yeah. So one of the things with your cafe board is that we really want this to become a place where you become the owner of this in a way. We want this to become a portfolio for you that says, this is what I've learned and this is what I can do. So you notice I've added a few things. I've added a lock. Okay? The reason I added the lock is because these are the things that we want you to lock down as far as a fourth grader. Yesterday we talked about that we want you to use strategies, right? Use strategies when you read. That's one of the things we want you to lock down. I also have a key, because this is the key to unlocking those things. So if we want you to lock down using strategies, the key to that will be found here, and that will be one of our mini lessons today. Okay? So when you're looking at your cafe board and you're thinking, why in the world is this thing up here? I want you to think about the lock and the key. These are the things we want you to lock down as fourth graders, and this will become the key to doing that. Okay? We also have something under our F column. Your F are your foundations, and I put the IPICK here. Because when you think about books that you choose, that's a foundation of a good reader. A good reader should be picking books that have a good purpose and that they're interested in. So that's what I want you to reflect upon first today. When you take a look at your books, and hopefully you have more than one on your desk, but if it's one, that's okay right now. It's whatever we have. We're not going to move and look at other books right now. I want you looking at those 2 or 3 books that you have out, and I want you thinking about and talking with your elbow partner. Establish who that is again. The elbow just goes up. Who's your elbow partner? Okay. I want you establishing with your elbow partner, why did you pick the books that you have on your desk? Because those are the ones you'll be reading today. So have a quick chat. Why did you pick those books? Noticing is that you're kind of trying to talk to the whole class. So if it would work for you, you guys can be elbow partners, and even though you're not side by side, you guys can be elbow partners. Does that work for you? Yeah. Okay. So you should only be talking to him, he should only talk to you. Okay. Very cool. Now, because you guys only have a group of 3 today when you're at your desk, it would just make sense for all of you to talk together, right? Will that work? We actually are going to do that in just a second. Yeah, absolutely. You can get a start on it. That'd be great.
Can I put my book in it right now?
So now that you're thinking about the IPICK, why do I pick the books that I pick, right? And you had some conversation about it. We also noticed yesterday that perhaps, you might have some books that at the beginning you thought were going to be good. You might even still think they're good now. But perhaps when you started reading them, perhaps the words just aren't good for you right now. Perhaps the words need a little more work. And we'll help you with that. But if you have some books that you'd love to be able to read them right now, they sound like good books, but they're just not fitting you in the right way right now, we want you to be able to book shop. And you have a great library in the back of your room. I also put out, which I hope is okay, it looked like some new books that came in from Scholastic. So this is where we think about book shopping. You know when you go to a store and sometimes you're browsing and sometimes you're buying? Okay? Same thing with books. Sometimes you have a book, you're like, I'm buying this book. This is the book for me. Other times you say, well, I want to see what else is out there. This style doesn't really fit me. I want something different today. So this is how it will work. Instead of giving you time when you're reading to self, because we want to build that stamina, I'm going to give you 5 minutes right now, and this is how it will work. you're going to first consult your table team. Your table team, they're like your shoppers, okay? Some people have personal shoppers where you say, okay, this is my style, and this is what I like. Now please go to the store and shop for me. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't have that, but some people do. So consider your table partners your personal shoppers. And it's up to them to work with you to decide, are the books that you have the right fit for you? You're asking things like, well, is this a book that you're really interested in? You're going to say, well, when you try and read the words, are they okay for you? You can read most of the words? Because you want to have a personal shopper help you pick out the best books. So that'll be the first 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, you're going to consult with your personal shopper, who is your elbow partner, about the books that you have. If you and your elbow partner decide at the end of 2 minutes, and you'll hear my chime, at the end of 2 minutes, that one of you need, or maybe both of you need, a new book, point to the spaces you'll be shopping at. Will you point to the shopping store? Where are we going to shop at? You should be pointing back to your library, right? So point to your store. Your store is back there.
And over there.
So your store is wherever the books are. Now, would you model with me what that will look like? Okay. What's your name?
Joanna.
Okay, so if Joanna and I, we're elbow partners, right? We're side by side. Okay? We decide that, both of us need to go shopping. Okay? We first are going to put on the table, our desk, the books that don't fit us. Because that's the visual to any teacher in the room that says, okay, well, this book doesn't really fit Mrs. Wilson. For whatever reason, she doesn't think this is a good fit for her, and that's perfectly fine. But you're just showing us that by putting it on your desk like this, in the corner, this is not a good fit. And we'll say, let's go shopping. And so we'll walk back. And we'll be talking with each other. Well, what kind of book are you looking for? I'm looking for a sports book. I love sports. So if you see a sports book, will you let me know? What kind of books do you like? And if she says, I don't know, then I could say, well, if I see something that looks good, I'll let you know. You may not know right now what books you like, and that's okay. But you're working together. By the time you hear that next chime, you know, oh, shopping time's over. I have to come back to my seat. And it's not okay to come back empty-handed, okay? Even if it's not the best fit, it's not okay to come back shopping empty-handed. That would be such a bummer, right? So let's give it a try. Let's just try the first part first and then get to that question part. If you love your books, you're not going shopping. Okay? So right now, just 2 minutes to talk to your personal shopper, your elbow partner, about the books you have. You're not going anywhere. 2 minutes, talk to your personal shopper about the books you have. So right now I'm seeing you interact with the markers, but we're not doing marker stuff right now. And I'm also noticing that you only have one book out on your desk. Could you also get one more out? Do you guys have one more choice of a book? And then I need to see you talking about your books, whether you like it or not, why you like it, okay? Almost selling the book to each other, okay? You can't go yet. Nope. Once you hit the 2 minutes is up. So right now we're consulting. We're talking about what we like, what we don't like, okay? So right now you're just talking like your shopping partners, right? Well, what do you like? What's your style? I've noticed you like these kind of books. I like them too. That kind of thing, okay? Oh, that's a good book. Okay, so now there's your elbow partner right here, your shopping partner. I love that you're jumping into the book, but give a chance, do some little talking first, okay? You have plenty of time to read. Okay, I like that you're going through the book. Okay, so right now I see some interaction with markers, but let's talk about the books. So I'm no, you're gonna like go shopping if you're getting hurt. That's a good question. 2 minutes. Can you believe it? 2 minutes is a long time, isn't it?
Yeah,
very long. So that was your 2 minutes to consult with your personal shopper, your elbow partner. Now would be the 3 minutes that remain that you would go shopping if you need to. Now hold on, before you move, just a few ground rules, okay? It's boring to go shopping alone. It's always fun to have a shopping partner. So even if your elbow partner is happy with his or her choice, you go shopping together. It's fun to have someone to shop with, okay? Now, you don't have to shop. Let's say that Joanna was happy with her books. Juliana. Thank you. I'm still learning. Thank you. So Juliana's happy with her books. Take a look at her desk right now. Does she have anything in the corner? No. If you're happy with your books, they're either in your switchboard or underneath your switchboard. So do that now. If you're happy with your books, put them in your switchboard or underneath your switchboard. Okay, do that now. If you're happy with your books, put them underneath your switchboard or in your switchboard. Oh, hold on. Can't go anywhere yet. Gotta get that visual. Guys, wait. We're gonna model how it looks, okay? Ladies, can you sit down for a sec? Ladies, can you wait? Can you wait? I just want to model what it looks like. Thank you. So now we should see the people who want to shop because the books that they're not happy with are in the corner of their desk. So if you're someone who's shopping, okay, for example, he has the book that he doesn't want right now in the corner. That tells me he's going shopping with his shopping partner. If I see all of your books either underneath the switchboard, so they don't have to fit, just put the switchboard on top of them so we know these are the ones I want. Then I know you should be reading for these 3 minutes while your classmates shop. So those who are shopping, please stand up and we'll know you because you have your books in the corner. If you're not shopping, you're staying in your seat and you're reading. The 3 minutes starts now. But he's your shopping partner. We'll help him. But smile, it's only 3 minutes of your life, right? Help him find a good book. Hold on. No, both of you are happy with your books. No, if you're happy with your books, you read now. So George, I need you to focus a little because right now you're drying out the marker and you're not reading. Get out a book and read, please. Okay, ladies, get out a book and read, please. If you're happy with your book, we're reading, not drawing. There we go. Okay, so hold on. If you're going shopping, what book don't you want anymore? So, you're going to go shopping with him. Say, would you like to go shopping with me?
Would you like to go shopping with me?
You'll say yes. Stand up and go. It's 3 minutes of your life you'll live. Okay, let's go, quick. Before all the good books get taken. Find a good one. So once you found that book that fits you, you and your shopping partner can come back. So I would really love for you to be part of this group, but I've noticed I've had to come over here a few times, and if I have to come over again, we're going to find a different spot for you that doesn't bother the people trying to read with you. Thank you. My Side of the Mountain is it's a really good book. It's going to start slow, but it is good. It's about this boy who goes off to live on his own in this hole in a stump of a tree, and he has to find his own food, make his own oven to cook things. It's a really good book, but it might start off a little slow, so be patient with it. But if you decide to read it, it is a good book.
Have you read it?
I have, yeah. Ooh. See, this is he's a fun, if you like humorous books, I would go with him. This is a really classic story. This is a good one. You might find yourself connecting a lot. You read that too?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I have not read that. I would, if you like funny books where animals are the character, that's your way to go. But if you want more like real, like how life might feel right now, I'd go with the Judy Blume. She's a good writer.
Yeah, at the end it's kind of sad.
It's a good one. Yeah. Don't tell her, right? Yeah, right? It's good though. It's good. We don't want to ruin it though for you.
I'm going to be moving outside.
Oh, you are? I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't get to. Okay, well, I sometimes am in Morenci, so maybe I'll see you still. Okay? So that would be your 3 minutes for shopping. I'm really glad to see that the personal shoppers went with you. Even though it might feel funny right now, think about why that makes sense. It makes sense to have a personal shopper with you because you're saying, here's someone else who might know some good books. Right? Here's someone who might be happy with all the books that they have. So what a fun way to go shopping with other people so that they can help you find some good fit books. So when I invite you to our gathering spot, this is what I need you to do. I need you to leave your good fit books on your desk. And I just need you to bring your switchboard and your marker. So you're going to leave all your good fit books on your desk, not inside your desk, but on top of your desk. Not inside your desk, but on top of your desk. And then bring your switchboard and marker to the gathering spot.
Are we going to have what today?
You mean like time to read?
How long?
Oh, keep going, turn it.
Why doesn't it follow you today?
I've not trained it well enough, I guess. So I need to send it to like swivel training school or something.
It's really dirty.
So something I'm noticing, we're ready to start in our gathering spot, but not all of our classmates have joined us. Right now we said the 2 table pads here are cool if they want to stay. And they're going to turn their chairs around so they're not they're not looking at their desks, right? The 2 guys on the outside, would you turn your chairs around so you're facing us? Thank you. And just remember, if you're there, that's fine, but I will just kind of move through. But that works. That doesn't work for me. And ladies, just so you know, if we could just, I'm going to go right there, so you're put there, but I might go there, so just split if I do, okay?
Put the shade down.
Well, is that a trick question? Saying use my tools, not my strength.
Yeah, it down.
Just be aware, I'm going to go that way, okay?
Yes, she has to walk this way.
So thank you for following directions and bringing just your switchboard. I know that's a tool that you like to use. So thank you for just bringing your switchboard and your marker. Okay? And do remember that our cafe board is there. So I will walk back and forth. So if you're choosing to stand there, you're saying I can handle, right? Mrs. Wilson walking in front of me. So something I want you, it's okay. Something I want you to think about is thinking about our cafe board. And right now we just have one objective, right? One lock up there. Something we want to unlock. Today I want to add something else. Okay? I want to add this. As a 4th grader, you're saying, I can describe in depth. Whoa. Ooh. I can describe in depth. Will you talk to that person next to you? Depth. What does depth mean? Depth. In depth. So just as long as you go there, and that way you can connect. Okay, as long as you're
Big
when you think about depth, I heard a lot of you talking about water, right? Think about depth of water. Pretend that we have water near us and go like this, right? Yeah. Imagine you're underneath the water, right? Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, right? If it's like this, if it's at your knees, it's shallow, right? And sometimes that's how we start off reading. We start in shallow water. We start with things like talking about, well, what's the character? What's the problem? And to me, that's shallow water. As fourth graders, do it with me. As fourth graders, we want you to have depth. We want you to go deeper and deeper and deeper. So when we think about describing in depth, we're thinking details. We're thinking hard-hitting stuff. We're thinking, is this guy a bully? Is she being bullied? We're thinking about heavy stuff. Good stuff. So when we're describing in depth, we're talking about things that are deep. Okay? And so, going further, it talks about, I can describe in depth character, setting, events, but the part that I like is thinking about details. You already know that you're supposed to know characters and plot and setting, all those things, right, that a test might ask you, but do it with me. That's shallow water, right? That's shallow water. What do we want you to do? Go deep, right? So we want you to describe in depth characters, setting, and plot. And in order to do that, you need a strategy, right? We said the C, these are the things that we want you to lock down as a fourth grader. The E, where you have your key on your wall, right? Those are the things, the key to unlocking that. And we introduced the idea of a double entry journal yesterday. Would you please turn your switchboard into a double entry journal? Simply draw a line down the middle and leave some space at the top to do some writing. So just draw a line. I had to draw mine because I have a big board, but you can just draw a line right down the middle. I'll do that on mine too. And on one side, let's put text. On one side, put text. I'll do that too.
Me.
And on the other side, you remembered, right? What goes there? Me.
Text me.
That's a good way to remember it too, right? Text me, right? Text me what you learned. That'd be a fun way to think about it. So I want to, again, model thinking about that with just a small story. And today, though, I want you to notice, too. So while I'm reading, I want you trying out your double entry journal. I'll do it, too. But I want you to give it a try. So what are we noticing from the text? Both in words and pictures. And then also, what are we noticing specifically about characters? When I first came, I had this book, and some of you seem interested in it. It's a fun book. Yes, it's a picture book, but again, I'm 34 and I still love picture books. They have good stuff.
You're not 34.
I am, but thanks for saying that.
My mom's 35. My mom's 30.
All right, here we go.
My mom's younger than you.
So it is.
Only 16 or something.
And the title is, But Excuse Me, That Is My Book. Now already, I don't know about you, but I have a connection to that. I can hear her tone of voice. If you have someone who's like, that is mine, I don't think so. All right, that's almost how she's saying it. So from the text, I'm noticing my. I'm going to put that in quotation marks. I'm noticing my, right? She's saying, that is my book. And to me, that tells me that she has an attitude, right? Sassy would be a good way of saying it. Okay, she has an attitude, maybe she's sassy. So now I know as a reader, I'm looking out for that because remember, our job is to describe in depth. A shallow response would be, oh, the character's a girl. Ugh, kind of boring, right? That's shallow. We're going deep. And deep means we're going to notice the way she acts. Notice the way she talks. Notice the way she treats her brother. So tune into that as we read. Okay? So the title is, Excuse Me, That Is My Book. I have this little sister, Lola. She is small and very funny. Lola loves reading and she really loves books. But at the moment, there is one book that is extra special. So maybe some of you are noticing already, we're noticing something about the plot, right? Can you already tell as a good reader that this is where the author's going? Can you probably guess they're not going to have that one book she loves, right? Maybe you're noticing that already. One day, Lola says, Charlie, Dad says he'll take us to the library, and we must go right now and get Beetles, Bugs, and Butterflies. That's the book that she loves. Lola loves the book Beetles, Bugs, and Butterflies. I say, but Dad took that book out for you last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. Then Lola says, but Charlie, Beetles, Bugs, and Butterflies is the most special book. It's my favorite book. I need it now, 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 now. Now, certainly, am I putting some intonation in how I read? Yeah. But the words still say now, 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 now. So I have to pause and go to my double entry journal because I don't know about you, but I'm noticing that that is kind of adding to her little sassy attitude, right? Now, 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 now. And is that confirming for me that she has kind of an attitude? Yeah. What else, though? What else could that mean about her? Call it out. What else? She's not just sassy. What else could she be?
Mean.
Kind of mean, right? What else? Kind of a brat, right? Kind of bossy. Just call it out. What else?
Just fell.
Kind of rotten, maybe spoiled. We go spoiled. Yeah. So whatever you're thinking, put it down. I like that word spoiled. That's a good word choice. Okay. And I'm curious, are they going to respond to her?
No.
Because kind of thinking like a parent or an older brother or sister. If someone was telling you, I want it now, 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 would you give it to them?
No.
Well, let's see if Charlie does, right? Because remember, we have to describe in depth the plot. So we're saying, hey, Charlie, hold on. You should not give this little girl what she wants. But let's see if that's what he does or not.
Is that a boy or a girl, Charlie?
Charlie, I believe, is a boy, but it's hard to tell, isn't it, with the...
It's a boy. It's a girl.
And Lola says, you see, Charlie, the bugs are quite buggy, and the butterflies are quite beautiful, and the beetles are very silly. The beetles get stuck, and then his legs are so funny, and he can't turn over. I say, I know that, Lola. Come on, Dad's waiting. Oh, all his funny legs, Charlie. Now, she's not being so bossy and sassy, right? She's kind of being a little, I would say almost conniving, right? Maybe she's realizing kind of how snotty she's being, and she's saying, well, maybe if I'm sweet again, maybe they'll get that book for me. Maybe you know someone like that. Maybe you've tried that before. Okay?
Nope. Never.
So, notice what we've done. We've taken this picture book that on the surface might have seemed a little shallow, right? But do it with me, when we dig deep, right? Do it with me, when we dig deep, we start to notice the details of the characters and the plot. So when we practice the read to self stamina today, that's what I'd like to see you do. Before I give you your official reader response notebook, I want to see you practice it first on your switchboard. You get some practice to see what it feels like. So when you're practicing your read to self, we know that you're doing things like staying in one place, right? You're reading the whole time. And you're working on that stamina. Can we make it a goal today of trying for 10 minutes?
Yes.
So, for 10 minutes, you're going to be not just reading, but also doing what? You're writing. Your double entry journal, because we know that here's the key, right? Here's the lock. We want to lock down describing things in detail, in depth. The key is the double entry journal. So we're going to set the timer for a minute. You have 1 minute to get your good fit book and find a good spot to read. Thank you. And then we'll practice our stamina. Okay? So you're taking your switchboard, getting your good fit books, and you have a minute to find that good spot. Oops, I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing your spray. That was nice of you to share with the classmates.
Wait, I need done.
So when you hear the timer, no matter where you are, that's where your spot will be. So I wouldn't spend time putting my stuff in there because there's the timer and now you must stay here, okay? So you can choose another spot next time. So next time you might want to just not do that yet. All right, here is your spot. Okay, our stamina starts now. So you should have your switchboard next to you. Uh-oh, we might have to start again because what are you supposed to do while you read? Your double entry journal. So if you don't have that, can you go grab that real quick? Because we want to do that while we read. Thank you for being flexible and balanced. Okay, so we'll start our stamina over. Thank you for getting those switchboards. You still have the text on one side, you still have me on the other, but now you're trying it with your own book. What are you noticing in your own book as you read? And perhaps look at the pictures. So where's your marker? Okay, so something I'm noticing is, I'm noticing it took a lot of time to get those in, and now it's taking a lot of time to get them out. Okay? Perhaps a strategy would be not to do that in the beginning. Okay? Because I like to do this too. I like to see what I have. So maybe you can decide before you find your spot. Only 3 books. Okay? So what's the one we're going to read?
I used to have a spider book.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. No. Look at all these books you have, right? We got to choose one of these, baby. Perfect. All right. Let's read it. Open it up. Look, oh, yeah, what you have right now. Okay. So what is it? Is this about volcanoes? Oh, did you think volcanoes when you saw it? Like when I looked at the cover, I thought, oh, it's about volcanoes. It was about the horror. So usually the introduction you can skip, certainly looking at the pictures. But unless you like to read that, that's the part you can probably skip. Yeah. So now, what do you notice about the structure of this book?
It's about like the volcanoes and the moon and the sun.
Yeah, what I'm noticing it too. It's a lot about a lot of different things, isn't it? And I'm also noticing it's in the question-answer format. So first it asks you a question, and then it gives you the answer. Okay, so when you're doing your double entry journal today, make sure you're looking out for. It looks like a lot of details. Okay. So that could even be a first place to start, but you're noticing in the text, this is about a lot of different things. So that would be a great place to start. So when I come back, I'm going to make sure you have 2 things in the book. All right. So one of the things I'm noticing is that you have a really awesome spot, but I'm a little worried it's going to be hard to write with it. So how are you going to read and write? Are you going to flip over? Or if you do on your belly like that, that could work, right? And that way, and you also probably want your marker out. Okay, there, that would be perfect. So if that's comfortable for you, that'd probably work best. Okay, so as you're reading, it's just kind of noticing things about what you can see. You absolutely could do it right when you saw the character. Like how I was doing, I was saying, she's kind of sassy. It could be good, it could be bad. You could notice words. Like yesterday I was noticing just a few words or phrases that caught my attention. It could be anything that says, ooh, that's something interesting about the characters or the setting, or even some of the words. So like right now, what's happening in your story? Okay. So you could even start there. New dog Rocky. And then it could make you think, well, you said, oh, he's pretty cute, right? Keep going. So we could just start like that. Just to kind of get used to filling out the book. And then you can start reading it, then you might notice how deep it is. I don't know Rocky seemed cute, but his sure is hard to train. Right? Stuff like that. So what's one thing did you do? She's so funny, isn't she? She cracks me up, but she does. Now, why did she see that could be a first thing right now? Changed her name. And then when you think about that, good, bad, in between. Right? And so first, and sometimes you don't know that, but you can ask yourself, what just page and then ask yourself, am I thinking anything? So what's going on right now? Jordan? Is anything going on yet? Is there a lot of characters? Oh, isn't it fearless? Isn't that kind of grab your attention? Fearless, that's a strong word. I hate people start there, and the word fearless, and what does that mean? Is that what one of the characters is? Does that make you think something else? What does that make you think? Maybe you connect to it? Maybe. So it's just kind of you notice about the characters of the stories. So that was 5 minutes, great stamina. So now you know in your head, that's been 5 minutes. We're trying to make it to 10, which you are really doing so well. So now challenge yourself to say, have I written anything down on my switchboard? Could I pause and say, was there a good word? Was there a fact I learned? So that might be a challenge for you to say, is there anything on my switchboard? If not, could I pause and write something down now about what I'm reading? How's it going? Ooh, some moon motion, is that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying there's like a connection between the sun and the moon kind of thing? I've always wondered that. Like, what is the real purpose of the moon? I know the purpose of the sun, but the moon is quite mysterious. Did you see that big moon on Sunday night? How huge it was? They call it the supermoon. It's huge.
But I didn't see it on Sunday night.
Yeah, on Sunday. It's one of the largest moons that we'll see in 4 years.
You'll see it in 4 years?
Not again for 4 years. It won't be that big. That sounds funny. Is it also scary too? Oh, I like your noticing the personality, the kind and nice. So you should feel quite good about yourself, and we could keep going, right? That was 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes, you sat in one spot. Many of you read the whole time, wrote on your switchboard. So I'm quite proud of. I do want to invite you back just for the second part of our mini lesson to see how you're doing with your switchboard. So your books will stay where they are. So something we have to just kind of practice. If you chose to sit in a gathering spot, you know that you have to get stuff together quicker than others because your stuff is spread out there. So as you see people coming back to the gathering spot, folks who are here, you have to kind of sit up quick and kind of gather your stuff because you know they're coming. So leave your things where you are. Leave your switchboard as it is, or we want evidence of what you've been doing. So you're leaving your switchboard as it is and bringing it with you. Bring your switchboard with you, not the marker, just the switchboard.
Is that where the board is like up in the tippy top me and then?
Not the switchboard. Or bring the switchboard, not the
Is that
marker.
why you did that?
Bring the switchboard with you.
What about the marker?
Oh, there's the switchboard. So we can just, since you guys are already here, just put it inside. That would work too. And you're here in 10. We'll invite you back in 9. Thank you for getting here in 8. 6.